Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. It's a beautiful Sunday, so I'm outside. I'm in the car, and I did have an experience, guys, and I wanted to share that with you, where I ended up going into the multiverse, where things were quite different. We had unique God-given abilities. Um, the environment was just like how our Earth is, but they did have a caste system. There was a money system. Um, and I don't want to go into the whole video. Um, so just stick around, check it out. It's unique, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Guys, I'm getting back from this experience. I was in the multiverse, this alternative universe, um, just like our Earth-like realm, but we all had abilities in this particular realm. All of us. This was a humanoid society. Not we did not look like the current humans. We were humanoid, yes, but we had shades of vivid colors. I had two brothers. We lived with our father. We had housing just like how our housing look. We build them the same. The streets the same. This was another multi-type version of different humans, just like us. Our conscious state was not like how it is now. Um, we weren't so heart centered, but we had God-like powers. We had God-like powers, and I'll get into some of those abilities that we had. So we lived with our father, and he wasn't in. And I was just on my way home. I was on my way home, and we were living in, like I said, just like how our society is. We had a caste system, we had a money system. And you would think with godlike powers, who would be over us? Um, but somebody had to be over us. Somebody had to be way more powerful than who and what we were to us to even have a money system um, in a society where mutants, humanoid type mutants, lived. I couldn't really consider us hybrids, um, just a different type of human. Maybe hybrids, I don't know. But it was normal to us, and we all lived kind of like how we live right now, with a money system. But this system was a little bit harsh than our system. And I'm saying this because my father worked, and I think we all did things around the house. We all had carpentry skills, and we would build on the house that we had. My brothers, they had the same skills. They knew how to, we could build a house if necessary and maintained it, but it wasn't enough to bring in any money. If you think the money system here is harsh, the environment that we was living in as far as the money system was probably 10 times worse. Well, my father just could not support three boys, and one of us had to go. So my two brothers, my two brothers decided to take me out. This is the conscience level that we had in this particular multiverse type version, Earth realm. Like I said, the conscience state is not like how our current conscious state is. So they decided to take me out. So, and I had no idea of this right here. I had no idea until I came into proximity of them, where my psychic abilities are more prevalent, and I'm reading their minds. I'm reading what they want to do to me. And it was my father's decision that one of us had to go. He just could not support three boys. And we had to be ages of, I don't know, maybe about 25, no more than between 20, 23, 25, between the three of us. So one of my brothers wore jet black. He was just, his whole body was just jet black. Um, I don't remember what color I was, guys. I was so focused on not getting killed. So one of my brothers, his skin color was greenish blue, whole body. We looked different, guys. We were not like humans. We were different. Yes, we had head, arms, shoulders, everything that a normal human like us would have, but we think different. You know, we can't really consider them being evil, but they will do what is necessary, and we did obey our father. My father probably asked me. I think they made that decision because of I wasn't as I was a little bit more heart centered than the two of my brothers. So they made that decision to take me out because I wasn't, I was slightly off from them. I wasn't um, so quick to do something like that, and they were. So they decided to, make that move on me. Well, anyway, like I said, once I came into a proximity of them, I could read their minds. I knew exactly what they wanted to do, and I didn't want to hurt them. So I tried to flee. I was just going to leave. They didn't want that. They wanted to take me out, like kill me. So um, I ran up the side of the wall. Of course, with these abilities that I had, I could do anything. I could take flight. I can use wind blasts. I could shoot plasma out of my eyes. Uh, so the one brother, I think he was probably the oldest. He was the first one I took out. He was the first one I took out. I broke his neck. I just snapped his neck very quickly. Took him out, and the other brother didn't get that. Okay, well, I took him out. There was less mouth to feed. He still had it in him to eliminate me. So, and like I said, we were all working on the house that we lived in. We were building onto it. He had this nail gun in his hand, and he was trying to shoot me with that, wound me with that nail gun. And that's when I ran up the side of the wall. He was trying to locate me. I ran behind one of the houses next to ours, and he found me back there. So I took flight. He took flight. Now, we all psychic, very powerful psychic beings with these extraordinary abilities. And quite frankly, I love it. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I love this. Not the part of, eliminating one of my brothers, but just to be back in a realm where I can manifest these abilities that I keep telling you guys that we have once we move up in density. That dormant DNA, the same DNA that they call junk DNA, those are the abilities that are suppressed and locked, that they turned off using um, their means of dumbing us down. Okay, suppressing these abilities. That's why they don't want us in the sun, because the sun, and they block out the sun because the sun can reverse all of that stuff. It can turn that dormant DNA right back on. But anyway, so as we take flight, um, he's using his psychic abilities, albeit we're in the air flying. Um, he shoot this plasma out of his eyes, and I block it using this plasma around me. Like, it's almost like electricity. It's like a force field that I put up around me. So that weapon from his eyes did harm me. But I ended up coming back to this realm. I didn't get the chance to take him out as we were flying. But when I came back to this realm, when I came back into my body, I realized that there are many multidimensional aspects of us, and I go into these realms. And some of these realms, like I said, I am still there coexisting. Like you guys. You guys are there living another aspect, version of yourself, and you might not be as heart centered in other realms. And God has given us all of these versions of ourselves to play out, to learn from, to gather that knowledge, to elevate ourselves. There's going to be bad versions of you guys, and there's going to be positive versions of you guys, and there's going to be many versions of you that do not look the same. You're not going to look the same. You're going to be different, but it's still going to be your soul and you coexisting in another realm, um, with another conscious state. But we all are elevated as we go along in this experience that God has given us to learn from. So when you find out all of this, and you find out maybe you have not always been good, do not be harsh on yourself. Because when you guys get a regression done, uh, you're gonna find out some things that you're probably not gonna be comfortable about. But you have to accept some of these things, and you have to let them go and understand that this is beneath our thinking because we are just as powerful and we are cut from the Creator. We are cut from God, Source, and we have to play out these many versions of ourselves to learn from, to evolve from, and to become better. So, um, do not look at your life. If you've gone through some things here in this realm, of course you have. Don't judge others. If you had your heart broken, if you had a divorce, if you lost a child, these things are just lessons for us to experience and to move better. There is no real such thing as death. There is a transitional state. That's what I call it. There is no such thing as death. We evolve, we move on, we go on to be better, and we take that experience that we have learned from to become better. What we don't learn, we will learn in the next life. That's guaranteed. So be the best version of yourself in this life, so that you go on to your next step. I love, honor, and respect all of you guys. Have a good day.
So as you can see, going into that multiverse type version of myself, I didn't look the same. I was not human. Yes, I was humanoid, but I was not human at all. And we live in a society for people with God-given abilities. Like the abilities that we had, we were pretty much gods. But live in a caste system much like ours, a money system that was much harsher than ours. And you got to think, guys, that, God has created multi versions of ourselves to experience and learn from, to evolve from. And we are going to be different, just like within your past lives, from watching past live videos. And some of you guys may have had past lives regressions that you've done, and you notice that you haven't always been human. This is true. These are facts. You know, there's no such thing as death. We are energy beings, and we evolve and we take on human form to exist and to learn from within this multi-dimensional version of our spiritual existence. Um, of course, I didn't get to see my father, so I don't know what he looked like. So, I want to keep everything as is. I'm not gonna add anything that I don't know of. And what I do remember, that's what I want to share. I want to keep it original. I want to keep it, honest and truthful. Like I said, details are very important when we have these experiences. So I try to retain a lot of the memories. And when I get back, I'll try to quickly record so that I can retain most of these memories. Yeah, but I had two brothers. The older brother, he was jet black. The other brother, he was like bluish green. They all had unique abilities. We could fly. We were telepathic. Um, and it was crazy that we live in a hard system where money kind of dictate your lifestyle and how you're going to live. And my father, you know, we had powers, but we didn't have empathy the way that human beings have empathy. So it was nothing to them to come up with, trying to eliminate one of us just so that they can survive financially. And that's how we exist in that multiverse version of myself. We live just like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I always want to leave with I love, honor, respect all of you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday.